Okay. Let's see. There we go. I need to set up the holster still. Because I'm lazy and I... So, Ostfall magic. Two of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Resistance ether kit. These are the important ones. Okay. I have tiny donuts, and it's amazing. Now let me actually fix the... No, Discord is being a bash and I can't connect it. There we go. Now Discord should work. Why is he dying? Why is Farn dying? Okay. Drama. Okay, light curtains too. Resistance ether kits. I'm gonna grab like 5 and can I... it goes over. No, I'm making the holster, not the pre-pop one. Not the pre-pop. I'm not making the pre-pop right now. I'm making that holster. Gonna have to re-races more. But it's fine. Oh, no, that's not what I want to do. There we go. No, because last time I ran, I started using Lost from Magic, and then I needed them a little bit. Not as much, but... So now the pre-pop. one for me is this one. Lost Cure, Lost from Magic, and then Elder. There we go. I should be good. I have both sets saved. I have the pre-pot one as a separate one, which is actually the one that I should assign right now. Which is the one that I already have up. Here we go. And then earring, good.
Yeah, you've got the new microphone. Wait, you sound so crisp.
Amazing.
Wait, did you hear me clicking my keyboard and mouse?
Okay, I think we are ready to roll. The only thing that I still need to look up is the Katy Perry hot and gold ladder picture. Because I'm still working on getting that just right. I want to get it just right. Let's see. I desperately need a third window. I need a third screen. Not a third window, but a third screen. Also, I feel like the game is too loud for me, so I'm gonna make it a bit less. Where is the prep guide? Pretty the Avowed. Okay, here's the picture. There we go. I'm ready now. I'm ready. I'm ready. Today, I am nowhere nearly as... Like, I'm feeling pretty chill about this. Like, I'm just gonna be here and enjoy the ride at this point. I already got 2 clears. But the goal is to, by the time I reach the tent in my last run, the goal is to, not die, not once. I want at least 1 clean run. Just as a personal challenge. 1 clean run, that's all. I think I'm Golem side. Pretty sure I hopped on Alliance D. So that's Golem, if I'm not mistaken. Exciting. I need to actually go refill my water class. There we go. There we go. I'm ready. I already finished all my mini donuts. Darn it. I didn't have that many. I had like 5. And they're literally mini donuts. Boom. I'm still cleaning. Like I'm wiping the dust away from my desk and my PC. Multitasking. I really am the queen of multitasking. Like I cannot just stick with one thing. There we go. My PC is starting to look clean again. It's starting to be super dusty. I don't know if it's my parents. I think it's because like there's some walls that are open here because of the renovations. So there is so much more dust. I think, and also because of the dogs. So I feel like I have to wipe the dust away every 3 days to keep it sort of bearable. I guess we're still waiting on I was a Discord. It's a bit quiet.
A, B, and C,
There we go.
you are gonna be on slime side. If you're in parties D, E, and F, you'll be on golem side. If you're unsure which one you are, you can always ask a party lead. By now I'm running out of things to say. Koharu, you're not allowed to be unsure. You have to be confident. Everyone else can be unsure.
Okay.
By the way, I want you all to know that I am ready with the Snow White van, so I'm expecting the 7 Lalafels.
I love this I don't know why, but I just love this content. It's so fun. It's so fun.
Alright. Let's see if it just works to queue without doing a ready check. Surely it will work out. Surely.
Here we go.
Ah,
Hey.
perfect. Alright, now is the time I would normally say what I already told all of you. Pop all your actions. One last note, the pad to the west is for slime side, the pad to the east is for golem side. But overall, just don't touch them yet. We will check whether everyone has the required actions first.
There we go. There we go. Gar is practicing calling golems, so you eating mid trap is likely to cause some heart palpitations. Okay, let me look at it one more time. I need Lost from Magic 1, Pure Force 2, Re-Razors 4, Ether Kits 10, Light Curtains 2. Amazing.
Alright, party leads, just double check your parties and then give me a heads up whether you're ready or not.
How can you check someone's holster? Or are they just... Can you even check someone's holster? Probably
Also,
not.
hopefully the site for slimes has been marked with A and the slimes for golems has been marked with D.
I guess they can just like look at...
And for the voice chats, slime side
Yeah, you
will
can't
stay
check the
up here,
holster.
while
Okay, good.
golem side will go one voice chat below, where Koharu will walk you through how golems works. Also, Koharu, just make sure that you have people trapping, preferably those who are not actively taking the golem. Either ask if someone is, or like if your trap
blue
attacks are
icon?
fine trapping and having a golem, or just assign some random person to do perception before you jump down.
Lusterize, Lust
So
Chain
that
Spell.
makes it easier. And
Huh.
you only have 4 tanks total, yep.
It tells me these
Golem
actions.
skipping has been sorted.
Okay. Wasn't sure if it was talked about.
That's cool.
There wasn't a volunteer for magic target, sadly. Another one, I mean.
Nom 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 nom. This is so good. I'm eating pulao again, as always. It's well, this is actually literally cinnamon rolls. There's a cinnamon paste. What's happening?
We have
My PC.
C, D, E, F. Missing A and B confirmations. For all of you who may have the Bostia earring, you can equip this because haste does work in DRS. And if you have any more of the Bostian or Law's order gear, you can also equip it to get a faster GCD. A is ready and
Okay,
alright,
I'm
all
almost done
parties
with the coffee.
are ready. Golems, feel free to move voice chat and feel free to jump on the pads. Good luck, everyone. See you on the other side.
Okay, I need to jump over to the golem chat. We're still waiting for people to be ready, I guess. Yep. Let's go. I was waiting for my idol to jump first. They were standing right next to me. Oh, amazing. Oh, go right there. Your characters. Oh, goat.
Hello, Kohara. Can you hear us now? Testing, testing, 1, 2.
Okay, so
It's yours, Georgia.
Alright.
Omega.
so welcome to Golem site. The original caller has some technical issues, so I'm going to be taking us through this place. Did someone actually have waymarks for this thing? I might actually have some. Yeah, this. Okay, these were stolen. Yeah, they are on the other side, I think now. Okay. Yes. If you already know which golem you're supposed to be taking, feel free to go and stand on it. Otherwise, you can come to the middle, and I will explain how we are doing this. In the golem side, our job is to wake up these 4 golems that are currently laying down here, and take them to their own rooms and kill them on those glowy platforms in those rooms when they are the same color as the platform.
I've never sent
make
anyone
this
this hard.
happen,
I don't know why,
we
but
have
I've never sent
some
anyone this bad.
roles to assign first of all, and since we are missing 1 or 2 tanks, I'm going to be assigning them a bit differently. That means that Filianora, can you go and take the white golem in room number 3? Or yes, that starts on the C and goes to the southeastern room. Yes, and you can take whoever was healing you in general with you to that place, or if no one was assigned to that, then I guess. What do we have? Okay. We will sort that out in a moment. That means that Min, you get the red golem on D. And Minerva is also doing the trapping. That means that we are going to have to start a bit slower. Don't go into the rooms until you see that the traps are there, since they are going to be large, they are going to be right in front of the door or behind the platform, and they are going to explode into your face if you touch them and kill you and probably other people as well. There are going to be 3 traps total. One of them is going to be in the southeastern room, so the white golem room. One of them is going to be in the middle of the hallway, and one of them is going to be in a random northern room. So look at where you are going, don't auto-run, and be very careful when you are moving across from one room to another in general. That goes for everyone. Hugo, can you go and go with Minerva? Since they are tanking and you are a healer.
Can you hear the Discord?
And did the party F have a ranged person? Yes, Osgood, can you still take care of the interrupting of the red one?
Just takes the burden of me having to talk all the time a bit.
Put something in the yell chat if you want clarification. But I think Yes. Yes, do not touch the red golem once it turns red at all until you see that it has been tethered. Because it's going to tether to the
I've been
front
trained
otherwise.
well in the normal one.
Now, as we open the door, all of these golems are going to wake up, and they are going to be grabbed by the tanks. Tanks can already turn on your stances for that. Filianor, if your party doesn't have a second healer, I think that Katha's party has 2 healers and 1 tank, so if one of you could go and take over. Yes, thank you, Katha. And
I keep hearing this weird sounds.
first, everyone is going to start killing the
I can't
blue
really
golem
pinpoint
in the
them
south
because I have wearing the headset
That is
and
the
it's
room that
pretty
is
noise cancelling.
right next to this wall if we stand here. So first door on the left. There is no trap in that room, so you can enter it and you can start killing the golem once it is on the platform.
I forgot how
And-
golem set works actually.
The one thing that needs to be watched out there is the tank buster that is done
We
by
need to
both blue
allow
and
them
white
to change
golem
the
near start of
color.
the fight. If you don't have a medikit on, the healers assigned to those rooms need to get ready to Esuna the tanks the moment the tank buster goes off, and the tanks need to use your invuln when that happens as well. Also be ready to heal Edgy since they are Dark Knight at that point and using their invuln. The blue golem is going to die pretty fast. After that, we are going to go to the northeastern room where the
Alright,
green
we
golem
kill
is going to
them
be,
one by one.
and we are just going to kill it. It doesn't really do much unless we let those hallway golems go to it, but we are not going to let that happen. I'm sorting that out in a moment. And after the green golem, we are going to come back to the southeastern room where there is a white golem. The white golem is going to try to heal itself to full at around 30%, so we are going to need to save some burst for it. The healer is on that room has already Esunat a tank, so that part has been sorted and it has become white, hopefully. Finally, we go to the red room where the red golem is being kited around. For that, we need to hold DPS since it is going to be synchronized with the slime side. Don't use any dots on the red golem, and Osgood needs to interrupt it whenever it tries to cast Metamorphosis and change color.
I need to start
When it comes to
practicing the red
Metamorphosis,
match
that is the thing
rotation.
that all of the golems are going to do to change their color. And for the blue golem and the green golem, the tanks are always going to interrupt it
I
immediately.
played too
when
much
it
to not know
fails.
the rotation.
For the white golem and the red golem, the tanks are going to just let the first one go through, and after that, Filianor is going to start interrupting it, and on Minerva's side, it's Osgood doing the interrupting. Now for the hallway golems as the last part. Let's see who. Nirl, can you take the northern hallway golem and keep killing that when you can? Or hold them? And do we have any other melee DPS who kind of knows what they are? Unrock, you can get the southern one. So, when you are moving across the hallway, feel free to dot up the hallway golems. They are going to be small adds spawning at northern and southern end of the hallway. And since we don't have any extra tanks at the start of the fight, we kind of want to also ensure that they go down time to time. But also for the blue and white golem, blue and green golem tanks, you can help out and pick up the hallway golems once your own colored golems are dead. I think that was all for the explanations. We can do ready checks and put something in the yell chat. Kyoko, do you not have a healer in your party or assigned to you? Koharu should be that, I think. Yes. Alright, E is ready, F is ready, and D is ready. So. Do you mean, Koharu, that you know that you can actually speak now? Ah, okay. I will just start this out. Alright, turn on your tank stances if you're a tank. Everyone else, we will start in the southwestern room. Once the blue golem is on the platform, we can kill it. we only have one trapper, so be careful entering the white room and the northern rooms. Thank you, Androck. Okay, pick up the golems. Room number A is where we are going. You can start killing the golem once you see that it's on the platform, so you can kill it now. Traps have been found, so just avoid them for now. This is a tank buster, get ready to Esuna the tanks on rooms blue and white. Okay. Ruiz golems are spawning, interrupt if needed. Tank in room A, you can go to the southern end of the hallway and pick that up. Start killing the hallway golems there. Do not take the hallway golems to the rooms. Green room is safe to enter, so we can just go there and kill that green golem. Keep the tank alive when doing that. You guys having fun circling it around. Interrupt. All the rooms are right colors, so now we can interrupt remetamorphosis. More hallway golems. Feel free to dot them up when you see them. And Kyoko, you can help it in the northern end of the hallway. White room next, so room number C. Or letter C. Don't go to the red room yet. Remember that this golem is going to try to heal itself to full when it hits 30%, so save some burst. Interrupt. This one is also hitting quite hard now, since they get a buff whenever another golem is killed. So now it's trying to heal itself, so burst it down. And now we are going to dot up some of these hallway golems, because there are quite a few of them. Don't use any dots on the red one though. We need to get the red down to around 25 or 20%. Interrupt, thank you. So just use... Okay. They are fast on the slime side, so just lower down the red golem. Once it is around 15%, Minerva can pull it to the platform, but before that, let's just get it down. Ignore the hallway ones now. And gather some resources for the next boss. Alright, kill the red golem now. Kill the red golem now. Perfect.
Didn't have to do anything.
Very fast today. We can use these to build up resources. We still have a few seconds to do that. And once the slimes are ready, this teleporter is going to blow up us.
There we go.
Thank you for doing such a great job and clean golems. Now we can go back to the other voice chat.
Okay.
Really early, and it went really well. It was the cleanest slimes I've had in a long time, actually. Alright, as Osaka said, disable your tank stats. Say something in the yell chat if you want to main tank.
Of course, the second I enter into this run,
Alright.
the second I enter into this run, my mom is yelling at me, being like, "Okay, so I have things to do now. So you need to keep the dogs quiet."
The triangle. I will mark myself with a circle.
And I was just like,
So,
well,
circle is friendly.
if you
triangle
need me to
is
be available, please tell
before I go
me
into what the fight actually does, some
beforehand,
brief
and
notes
not
about
just
DRS
be like,
itself.
now.
First
I
of all,
need you to
raising.
not
You
be
can't be raised
occupied
normally,
now.
but we have plenty of
Otherwise,
healers
all my
who have
plans
brought
will
the
be
divine
messed up.
essence
That's why I
and
forgot the
lost
chest, because I
By using those
be
two,
muted. I
they
was muted the
can
entire golem
get
time.
you up off the ground.
Because I was talking
However,
with my
there will
mom
not
at
be
the
a
same time I was
problem
doing
whether
it.
you want to be raised. So, if you do die during the encounter, do not go AFK. We will have healers who are trying to raise you, and you will not get a prompt that you have to accept first. You will just instantly be alive again. So please stay around and wait for someone to get you up. Next, for our melees, 2 of you have lost rend. The one in party B goes first, the one in party D goes second. and it's basically a 30-second long debuff on the boss. Once the first one from the one in Party B
Oh, well.
has run out, the one in Party D can use their rend, and then you can just use it off cooldown, and it should roundabout make sure that the boss always has rend applied.
What do I even
to
get from these, honestly?
Next,
Fragments?
our range.
Exciting.
You have brought Dervish, or at least most of you. Just use that one whenever it is up. If you have 2 ranged in your party, you can coordinate if both of you have Dervish. Otherwise, if it's just one, just use it on cooldown. For casters, you have Cure 4. Cure 4 can be used to help with healing, however the main purpose is that it gives a 1-minute damage up buff to your entire party. So make sure to use it at least once a minute to keep the buff up and help us deal more damage. The last note is about LB3. Damage LB3 is not worth it here, neither is tank LB3, so we will always be saving it for the healers, since it will instantly raise everyone who is on the ground, and that's very convenient. However, there's also some mechanics that cannot be obscured, and the LB3 is very bright, so please wait until I call that you can use it before actually doing so, since otherwise it will be a bit messy. Yes. So, now, what does this fight actually do? Well, it's a lot like the normal version, just a lot quicker. Has someone put the images in DRS chat? Yes, they have. Perfect. Basically, we start the fight with a raid wipe, followed by cleaves. Just like in normal mode, Seeker will light up his swords and cleave half of the room 4 times in a row. Since it's a lot quicker than in normal mode, I will be calling out the number markers to tell you where to go. I'll be saying something like 1, 3, 2, 4, which tells you should be on 1, 3, 2, and 4 side respectively in that order. You don't need to go all the way to the marker or you will be too slow. It's just to tell you which direction of the boss to be in. Right after that, there's always going to be one eye to look away from and one flower to move away from. I will call out where these are. For the flower, at first it's small, but then it expands, so make sure you're ready to dodge it. It's a good neutral position during this fight to always be behind the boss, because that's a good neutral place where you can usually always dodge whichever mechanic is upcoming. There is gonna be the be in front of barriers or be behind barriers mechanic, just like a normal mode. And this appears first when there's chains, which you basically move apart to break. And then it appears a second time after Ravana dashes. Ravana dashes are basically just the boss dashing across
White was
the
knocked back, right?
clockwise or counterclockwise pattern, where we will move along with him to dodge, and then we will end up in front or behind a barrier to be safe. Later on in the fight, the boss will do this again. This time, it will not end on an in front or behind barrier mechanic, but with the cleaves that I mentioned earlier. So while we're dodging the clockwise pattern, I
Green,
will already
party
be
stack.
calling out 2, 3, 4, 1,
Purple,
something
back and front.
to
Blue,
tell you
in
how
the
to dodge
cardinals.
cleaves right after. Then, we will get sand and tiles mechanics. Here, the boss will make either of those completely unsafe. I will be calling out which one is safe. So when I say tiles, you can stand on tiles. Late in the fight, if we do see it, there might be a clone of the boss who will do the cleaves. However, this clone is not going to be in the middle of the
Ravana
room, but instead
dashes.
at the side. So if it's on south, it will stand around here, where Minerva is standing. If that is the case, I will not be using the number markers to let you know which side is safe. I will be using the number and the letter markers. So I'll be saying D, 4, 3, and C in this case. As you can see, the markers aren't perfectly aligned for this. But just know that it still needs to be kind of the direction of the marker. It's a bit messy, but hopefully we'll just skip that mechanic, and now you know what to do in case we do see it. Ready checks, please. There's some basic dodging also going on during the fight, but this is entirely callable.
Do we wish to fill the parties? Because we have 3 7-people parties.
Right. Yeah, we shouldn't see but it's good to be prepared.
No ninjas.
So
Yep.
we are missing...
We only have 1 7-people party. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep.
Daura, games, changing parties. Can you say something in
Excuse me.
Yelchat? So I will pick you on
Excuse
the
me.
party, and then.
Brutal.
So don't worry, you're still in here. I'm just swapping your party. Whoever is party lead of party D, can they please pick up Daura?
Oh, he's gonna come into my party. Aid.
Just a sec. We are sorting who has the party lead.
Yeah. Actually, do you just want to have no tanks in this party? You don't need healing shields anyway. Yes. So,
Okay.
whoever is party lead in
Yay! Daura joins the party.
D can pick up Vanura. Vanura, can you say something? And whoever is party lead in party F can pick up myself. So Vanura to
We
party.
don't have any tanks now.
Yes, but you don't need them.
You
I mean,
don't-
did you
don't
think you were
get
gonna
to-
get an English
fair,
skills?
fair,
That's
understand.
Vanilla, I can't find Vanilla.
Vanura, can you say?
yes.
There's a say.
I think Vanilla was
I mean, okay, we
Oh.
have Helios
Who
and
was
Yuki
mine
as
die?
healers. Vanura. Vanura is yours.
any.
Chain to
Okay.
And Circle is for party F. Party F, please pick me up. Sorry, Vanura, I have forcibly removed you.
We have a lot of first timers in this party. I think it's 3 DPS. No, it's 4
All right,
DPS.
now
All
we can
4
ready check.
except me. I'm the only DPS
Again,
who's not here
with
for the
proper
first time.
parties. Sorry about that, I forgot the swapping.
Yeah. It's fine.
Alright, missing.
I mean,
eight.
I guess the thing is that if we're only 7, we can't get LB3
Alright,
at any
once
point.
The party is fully ready, and then we will go.
I think that's the issue.
For everyone else, food and pots work here, so you can eat some food if you have some.
So it's more for the
Feel
rest
free
of
to
the
use more
run,
pots,
I
if
think.
necessary. Although
I mean, it resets after every boss, but still. I don't think this boss even normally ever fills the LB bar to max. Like, it's not, the fight is not long enough for that. I don't think so. I can kill
Alright,
myself over and
feel
over
free to
again.
Start the countdown whenever you want, Minerva.
Like I said, I can get hit multiple times. I can kill myself over and over again to Why do I feel like I'm not targeting the boss?
And now we're gonna get the place.
I'm not getting like the number.
Plus 1. 3, 4.
3, 1, 2, 4. I'm super late with that. 3, 1, 2.
Look away from 2, move away from 1. Alright, get inside the boss hitbox. You want to be inside the hitbox.
I moved a bit too soon.
In front or behind is okay, but inside the hitbox is safest.
From the back.
Next up, be away from the triangle. There's tag masters. another tank buster.
There's knockback.
Everyone else who wants to be stacked up. There's going to be chains. They will appear over your head. You just want to wait for them to fully apply.
Yep.
Wait for now. And now run apart and stay in front of barriers. You want to stay in front of the barriers. In front. And back to the box. Next up is the Banner Dashes.
I don't see anything.
Alright, we start on 1, slide towards 3. 1. And then we will move 4 in front of barriers. Be in front of the barrier on 4. We will stay stacked on 4. Stay stacked on
Already
4.
stacked?
And we will continue to stay stacked until baited AoE lines appear below us, and then we of course dodge those. After we dodge them, it's time for stand. Dodge. Alright, we are Titans.
I'm just so used to.
definitely flush shade AoE. Don't be in front of
I'm just.
beside the
Okay, so in corridors.
Flush shade AoE. And back to boss. We will now get the dagger once again. This time followed by the half moon fleets. Alright, we start on 1, slide towards 4. And after, oh, he's stated, we are going to 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1.
2, 0, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3,
Go to 4,
4.
and go to 1. Look away from 3, move away from 1. Wait for the change to apply. And now run apart. If you go to Narnia, do so. Just make sure to change breaks. There's a break line. Next up is a tank buster. Stay
No
away
clue.
from Minerva. Stay away
I have
from
no
the
clue what
triangle.
I'm used to. Oh, I'm so used to being a DPS, so I'm sticking really close to the boss.
Alright. Next up is going to be the fleets once again. This time at the same time as sand and fires. It matters which ground you start on and which one you end on. It's tilted again.
So we start on
alright, we
2,
start on 2, then we
3,
go to 3. 2, 3,
3, 4.
2, 3, 4, 1 and be on fire. 2, 3, 4, 1 and be on fire. 2,
2, 3,
go to 4,
4,
lastly on 1 and on sand. 1
1 sand.
be on 1 and sand.
Tiles.
Look away from 2 and move away from dodge all the lines. Oh, okay, Minerva's also back. There's a raid one. Get close to the boss. You need to be inside the set box next. The inside box next.
Front end is gonna be cleaves. Front and back safe. Oh, it doesn't do the orange markers for the front and back of this one.
Next up is going to be the
That's the
clone
thing.
at the side, who is going to be the cleaves.
It's gonna be the cleaves.
But we can hopefully just finish the boss. Alright. We're going to be behind on D. Be behind the barrier on D. Then we're going to D, A, 4, 1. D, A, 4, 1.
EA.
Don't finish the boss. Be on D. Stop DPS. Be on A. Be on 4.
Oh.
and be on 1.
No.
Healers LV3 as soon as it is
Yeah,
ready.
I'm dead.
Do not finish the boss, break these chains. Healer LV3s as soon as they are ready. There's a raid right. Mitigate.
I got confused by the call-outs.
Finish it.
I was like, what?
That is a few deaths, but that's gonna be okay. There's traps ahead. If you're a trapper tank or the duelist, you can already move ahead. Healers, please stay behind and find someone to arrive. And it's alright, like my party had LV3. That's
That
why
I don't
called
think
it,
I saw that
but
mechanic
just
last
because
time.
It was like half a bar off when you started.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't
I
think
think-
it would be.
I
it would be
think,
such runs, but
Yeah, I
Also,
think
my
that's the
party
first
got a
time that I
lead
saw
from.
that mechanic. I think
Critical
we skipped it
health.
last time.
Multiple
I mean we have
times.
3 tanks. I don't think we had a lot of critical health.
Oh no. Yeah, we were close at the end, but not.
There we go. It's just so funny to me that
Has it been trapped all the way?
on my
okay.
first run, I
everyone
didn't
is not
die on
back
this
into
boss
raid.
at
We
all.
can move ahead. We're going towards the right.
But at the though this run, I felt like I was able to like not completely depend on the callouts. I could brain it
There's
out
one
myself a
left
lot
or
more,
right.
which was really nice. So I
Yeah,
think
don't
next
touch the
time
pad in front.
I just
Alright,
wasn't
everyone
prepared
is
to
there.
do that
We're
mechanic
moving
in
to
my
the next
mind,
boss.
so I kind of panicked.
Don't touch it yet. Here to organize any buffs you want, or just start whenever you want.
So on that one, there's cleaves happening. But the thing that got me confused, I didn't know if I was supposed to be in front of the barrier or behind the barrier. I guess it would not have mattered.
Alright, so this boss is technically trash because it doesn't have a DPS check. You can still use your actions on it since they should last you until the end of the instance anyway. Overall, the mechanics here are quite simple. He starts out by just dropping AoE circles on the arena, just make sure to dodge them. After that, he will dodge twice. He will dash twice. He only indicates this by staring very intently in one direction, so get away from his face. And make sure to follow the second dash, not the first one. He will do a cone AoE after the second one, so you want to be close to where he ends up after the second one. After that, there's some more dodging. He also does slappies, meaning he slaps his left side first and then his right side immediately afterwards, or vice versa. As a ranged, you can just outrange this, and it's generally beneficial to be further away when you're dodging as a ranged, because that means there's less baited AoEs close to the boss. The one thing that's new here is that he will mark people with 1 to 4. He will mark 4 people with 1 to 4 dots at one point in this fight. If you have a dot over your head, you just want to move to the corresponding marker. So 1 goes to 1, 2 goes to 2, and so on. If you can't make it to your marker in time, you can move to any lion.
The duel
at
started.
edge. Preferably not one
Pride
that
of
has
the
another
Lioness
marker,
will be
because
sealed
then
off.
you might kill the person standing there. But just pick any
And to
unmarked
run to the
lion
bathroom
and
real
move
quick.
towards it. Because in doing so, you will kill it, which will create a safe spot for the knockback later on. Speaking of the knockback, the boss will knock us back towards the edge, and then he will do rotating cone AoEs, where you just need to rotate with them to stay safe. There's a brief ad phase, but for this one, just kill the lions once they reach the middle, and we will be fine. That's all there is to know. Ready checks, please. For party B, you can move to the 4 marker if you are ready, since you cannot do ready checks. Alright. A, B, C, D, E, F. Start the countdown whenever you want, Minerva. I think you had one in chat. Yes, you did. Perfect. Everyone, make sure to watch the chat for the countdown. We do not have the actual countdown because someone is already in combat, so you can't start the normal one. Following the chat.
I had to run so much. I need to go to the bathroom. I didn't have time for that.
Next one is the dart. Get away from his face. Wait for the second dash. Get away from his face and follow the second. There's gonna be more dodges. Alright, check if you have a dot over your head. If you do, go to the corresponding marker.
Oh yeah.
Good. Continue dodging.
Never gonna make it
Yes,
on
slappy.
time.
And next to the slappy. And dodge into it. Get knocked to a safe spot. You can see someone get knocked into the line. You can give them a shield and an Aesona, and they will slowly die. Dodge the cone.
One,
And rotate with the boss.
2.
Speed as well. For these lions, once they reach the middle, make sure to aim them down. Another line. Build some resources for the next counter. All lions ready. Now we can finish the boss.
Easy. Okay.
Don't forget your personal loot, and we will move on. I think everyone is aligned. Yes.
Okay. I keep forgetting to use Lost for Magic. Next boss, I will use it. Okay. Hey, the fun begins. Okay, BRB.
Lost sacrifices? Team Lost Rises? Because I hope you haven't. That makes a lot of sense. Alright, welcome to the next encounter. This time it's Queensgar. Let me just put the images in chat. So, as you can see, in the first phase of this fight, we'll be facing all 4 bosses at once. There's not a lot happening here, we just want to stack them up and AoE them down. They also do 2
Hey.
wave bites, which we need to shield.
Let me actually
and
look
heal
at the
through.
pictures.
Then,
Forget.
afterwards, we're gonna be facing them 2 at a time. This means that we also need to have 2 main tanks.
What was the mechanic?
Milena is taking 1, and Naimia is taking the other.
You have the debuff,
Milena is
small
taking
bombs.
the east ones, and Naimia tanking the western ones. Mark yourself with 1. Naimia, I can't find you right now. Oh, yeah, that was easy. Okay. Then, during this first phase, where we fight against 2 of them, we also need our healers to use their Steel Sting and Spellforge. Basically, the bosses make themselves invulnerable to either physical or magical damage. So, if we have a physical DPS and they are invulnerable to physical damage, we need to make sure that this DPS has Spellforge, so that they deal magic damage and can still damage the boss. To make this take as little effort as possible, we will apply these buffs pre-pull. To figure out which buff to give to whom, you can check the image in DRS chat, but basically give Spellforge to physical jobs and Steel Sting to magical jobs, and then during the fight, if you notice that you have the wrong one, you can just click off the wrong buff using either your mouse or the macro, which we also have in DRS chat. We recommend using the macro because otherwise you might click off the wrong buff, and that's not gonna end well. We also have hybrids. Check out if you have any hybrids in your party, because these will always need to have the correct buff applied. That means that for them, just clicking off the wrong buff isn't enough. They will always need to have the correct one. With that out of the way, what do the bosses actually do? The first mechanic we will see here is the bombs mechanic. It's similar to normal mode, where lots of small and big bombs spawn around the arena, and they can have their gravity reversed, meaning you need to go to the other one. Here, you can however also have your own gravity reversed, which will cause you to have to go to the other bombs yet again. The easy way to resolve this is to listen to my call, because I'll be saying something like go to big bombs if you have a debuff, and small bombs if you don't. There's also another thing to pay attention to. We either need to be around the edge, because there's a big explosion in the
Already
middle,
was that one.
or we need to get knocked back to the bombs that we need, because we're gonna get pushed back from the middle. In the case of the pushback pattern, you can check the second
Hey,
image
Artie.
in DRS chat, because here there's also going to
Oh
be
yeah, I
one
definitely
wall
need to
that
take
is
him
unsafe
somewhere
to
after
go
this
towards.
run.
This is a wall opposite of where the knight is spawning. This can be a little bit hard to see, so for that one, just make sure that you're getting knocked back, and then getting knocked back in the right direction is secondary. Just make sure you don't get pushed into the wall. Once we've taken care of that, we have the next big mechanic of wind and gravity puddles. Here, there's going to be 4 big puddles covering all of the arena. These are either green, which we call wind, or purple, which we call gravity. If you have a debuff, you will
And
want to go
aren't
to the wind
I a
puddle,
hybrid?
and if you don't have a debuff, you want to go to gravity. Right after you've done that dodge, you want to run middle, because there, the knight is going to make 3 sides of the arena entirely unsafe, and on the one safe side, you want to be either close to him or far away from him. The last thing to pay attention to is that here, the warrior, who is standing at the eastern edge,
I'm a
needs to
hybrid,
be
right?
dispelled. He will have a damage up buff that can be removed by using Dispel. For all healers, please say something in Yell chat if you have Dispel equipped. Yep, that's a few ones. Alright, so after each of these major mechanics, so after the bomb one and after the puddle one, the warrior will cast Boost. Once the Boost cast has gone through, he has the buff, and then you can dispel it. And these mechanics will loop until we clear the phase.
I keep
Then
forgetting.
we go
I
on to
don't
the next
remember.
phase, where we will be fighting the soldier and the gunner. We'll be tanking the soldier at the western edge and the gunner in the middle. Here, the main
Your
mechanic for
classes,
all of you
yeah.
is going to be that you have a circle with
Yeah.
one open side.
For whatever
This
reason.
open side is your safe side, and you need to point it towards the gunner later on.
How do you
who will
know
do a
they're
big shot,
physical?
and you need to point your open side towards him to block it. After he has done his shot, there will be turrets.
Spell?
On the sides
Is it
of
because
the
it's an
arena, which will
ability
also
and
do the
not
shot.
spell?
You want to line yourself up with one of the turrets, and point your open spot towards it as well.
If it's his
At the
ability.
same time as this is happening,
I
there's
guess.
also fireballs spread around the arena, leaving us only one safe spot. Here, don't worry, I'll be calling out where to go, and you just need to make sure that you're pointing your safe side towards the
Yeah.
gunner while standing in the safe spot. Later on during this phase, we will also have gun turrets. These are ads that just need to be killed. They're respawning on D and B. And
Okay, let's
we
see
will
if I can
have
get the turned
our main
mechanic
tanks
circle right this
tank
time.
themselves.
There's hope.
Just for confirmation, Min, Lamia, you're both fine tanking your own turret. Alright, perfect.
guess I
and that
need to
takes
move
care
around a
of
little
the
bit.
second phase. Then we only have the last phase left. This is what our healers have brought lots of light curtains for. Because what will happen is that we will get all the bosses appear again as walls with directional parry. Also wiggle around a bit, don't get AFK kicked. We need to kill these walls, but there's also other things appearing. At first, we will have lots of small orbs all around the arena. These orbs need to be reflected by our healers. You will each be assigned to one orb, and what they do is basically just they will do an AoE around them twice. If you press your light curtain, you will get the reflect buff, which will reflect any magic damage you take. This means as long as you have the reflect buff, you just want to step into that AoE that the orbs do, and in doing so, you will one-shot it. This is important because if they don't die, they will explode and give everyone a damage down, which of course we want to avoid.
For Titania.
Since they do this twice, you can also cover for someone else if they are dead or if they forgot.
Am I the
But
only
if
one
it's
who
own
doesn't
orb,
have
you can
everything
instead have
leveled?
time to move to another
Okay,
orb and
now
also
good.
reflect
Good,
that
good,
one.
good. Like,
Everyone
worried.
who's not a healer here is going to be occupied with aura spheres. Aura spheres spawn in the north and south, and they are slightly bigger.
Basically.
Make sure that whatever you're taking is an aura sphere,
I need to pick
not
up
an
my
orb for a
game.
healer, because if it's an orb for a healer, you might die.
I need to pick
And
up
we
my
want to
game.
avoid that. So, make sure you're taking an aura sphere, and these aura spheres just need to die.
I
They
need to
also
stop being
need to be
lazy.
tanked and involved. The tanks assigned to this, let me check. We're gonna have Ari take the northern one in the first wave, and Kyoko take the southern one in the first wave. And afterwards, in the second wave, we will have Osaka take the northern one and Filianora take the southern one. Can I have confirmation from Ari, Osaka, Kyoko, and Filianora that they know which orb they are taking? Yes. Perfect. Basically, as soon as you see, make sure that you have aggro on it, and then whenever a red marker appears over your head, use your invuln. And that's all you need to do here. For the wards, make sure to not hit them from the glowy sides, because that will then deflect the damage and give you a doom stack and stun you, so that's nice. Also be careful with big AoEs, because those will also hit the glowy spots. As for healers, double check that you know which spot is yours. There's an image in DRS chat which will tell you where it is. You can double check with your party lead to make sure you know where it is. If you are solo healing, either sort out that someone else in your party covers a second orb, or just do both yourself. Ready checks, please.
I love being a red mage. I have no responsibilities here. None whatsoever. I'm just here as a cure 4 spammer.
If the people in F needs to sing come towards the 3 marker.
Ah, yes. Wait, I don't know. Feels good in this page. Although...
I could just, you know, I love how I could just hang out here. Basically, just look pretty. I'm just here to look pretty.
Alright, we have A, B, C. Which party am I in now? F.
I guess.
Yes. Yeah, I was like, I know there's a ready check in my party, but like, which one is it? A, B, C, D, missing? No, not missing. Alright, everyone is ready. Feel free to start the countdown whenever you want.
Only 30 seconds.
Make sure to aim everything down. And have a nice sleep. That is a very nice stack. Wait, right incoming. Take the warrior to disconnect, and afterwards the knight. We need steel stick. Click of Spellforge, apply steel stick. Next up is gonna be the bomb mechanic. We're gonna get knocked back to the bombs that we and you're going to small bombs. Get knocked to small bombs, big bombs if needed. Get knocked to small bombs, big bombs if needed.
Where's the
Don't be in line with the knight and don't get knocked towards the wall.
is it big bumps? I don't know.
I'm taking over warrior. Move to where bomb just exploded. Sorry. Okay, here,
I have no clue what I'm doing. Just
the beam is cast.
I have no clue what I'm here for.
And it has been dispelled. There's a wait right.
Okay, this one needs a bit more.
Mine has a bit more HP. A bit more damage on the knight.
Apparently I did it perfectly.
Next up is the wind and gravity powers.
Okay.
Here, debuff. Debuff to wind, no debuff to gravity. Debuff to wind, no debuff to gravity. We will be away on B side. Be away from the knight on B side. Dispel on the wall. And it has been dispelled. Point your open side towards the gunner in the middle. Point your open side towards the gunner in the middle. And now towards the turret at the side.
Yes!
Bosses are even in HP.
Yay! I did it! Barely. Oh, I messed up. I messed up big time.
The next thing happening will come the add spawn. Add turrets have spawned, tanks make sure to pick them up, everyone else DPS down the turrets. Buses hit the turrets. Alright, first one is dead, second one is Soldier is a little bit behind. Oh, stop casting, keep moving. Everyone keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. And do it like normal. Alright, don't finish the soldier yet. We go to the gunner. Alright, healers, find your reflect spots. Tanks, find your aura spheres. Everyone else, we focus down the aura spheres first. Aura spheres are spawned. You can use your light curtains. Healers, you can use your light curtains. Even if the things die, you still need to invert. When you see the red marker, use your invert. And we finish the wall. Stop hitting them for a second, they are readjusting. And continue hitting them from the open side. The second wave of aura spheres and reflect off will come soon, so make sure to find your spot, use light curtains, and finish the aura spheres. Use invoke. Heal your tanks if they are Dark Knight, especially. And we are done. Perfect. We
Yay!
have one person on the ground. Healers, please get them up before moving on.
No, no, it's
From
hard.
now on, you also
It's
won't need your
oh
spell
no.
forge or skill sting, so you can
It's
override
hard.
your spell forge and
Oh no.
skill sting with a rise if you want. We will do the
What
next encounter,
second
and
chest?
then we will take a quick 5-minute break afterwards, so that
And
you
do
can
what?
take,
Check it. Check it. What check
you
it?
can grab some snacks,
Oh.
get a drink. Ah, there we go. Koharu had the magic hands. Don't forget your loot.
Another joke of a boss.
All right. So for this boss, it's really just the same as normal mode. We will be starting with a raid wight, and then afterwards a donut will appear on either A or D, which we will follow to the end, and then we will just do some dodging from left to right, where I'll be saying something like move to 1, move to 2, or move to 3, move to 4. And generally we will always wait for 3 pulses on an adjacent lane, so to say. before going over there, but I will also call it out. As for the ad phase, we will probably skip this, but in case we don't, party leads, please mark your white mages with your party number. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. 6 is just gonna be ignore 1. Oh no, wait, there's a 6 now. Oh my god. Yes, sorry. It's been so long! You can be 6. You don't have to be ignore. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. Alright. So, if we do see the ad phase, there's gonna be ghosts that need to be damaged and ghosts that need to be healed.
Start
The
counting how
damaging
many
ones, or the
I
ones
get.
that need to kill are red, the ones that need to heal are white.
How many I
In
say?
the first wave, there's gonna be
Oh,
one
I.
white
It's
ghost, and
basically
that one's just gonna be
9%
healed
of
by
my
one.
words. It's just
Afterwards, I will ask our healers to... Oh, our marked healers
Oh, how many she says?
to use their
1.
benediction on 1 ghost at a time. And you of course go in order. So the next wave will have 2 white ghosts, and white mage number 1 picks 1, presses benediction, and right afterwards white mage number 2 will do the same to the leftover ghost. The last wave has 3, and here white mages 3, 4, and 5 will pick a ghost and press benediction in order. And that's all there is to it.
Only 1.
Ready checks, please. We already have banish, I saw it, so that's great.
Did I get any medal for this? I started late. Whatever do you mean? Started cutting late. I think after this one, I'm gonna have to pop
Yeah,
Cure
we fixed
4.
it already though. So now you have 4. And we have A, no B.
Do 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 do.
Once B is ready. Okay. Start the countdown.
Pull in 30 seconds. 30 seconds is too much. I guess it's because it's like for a big party like this, I guess it's fine.
And off we go. Place your bets. Whether it's going to be on A or on B. And we don't want to do that in the chat out.
Stop digging the boss so long.
If you range, you can move to any place you're going to be. But just remember, if you're wrong, you will have to sprint to the other side. We are going to B. Alright. Everyone had a good set. Except for Clara. Alright, make sure to follow the donut, it moves quickly. So don't fall behind, and also don't run into the death wall. And go to show you quite a while. Probably until the
It melts so good.
we will have to do.
One,
Wait.
2, 3.
And 4.
There we go.
Osaka can't even count. Osaka trying to count to 3 but failing. Alright. There's traps ahead. Please don't run into them.
Way too easy. Yeah, it's kind of a joke, honestly.
There's maybe more traps
I got-
up the stairs.
DRS great again.
Yeah, I was
Daga?
gonna say I can only count to 4 Helios, but clearly that's already too difficult. If working to 3, if counting to 3
Oh,
doesn't work.
Baba almost touched that.
Alright, more traps, traps, we found them all. And now we can all take a break to learn how to count. I will be seeing you at 25 pounds. You can get an extra minute. Be right back.
Okay. I already went. I've actually gone twice during the run so far. I've been drinking so much water. It's good. I feel like a human being again. That is filled with water. My cells are feeling great. What about Discord? Wow. Wow. Hoo-yah. Okay, Katy Perry. Katy freaking Perry. Oh yeah. Time to pop up the picture. So. Katy Perry. Katy Perry. Let's quickly study Katy Perry again. I think this is a quick guide. Oh. Well, we have a DC, I guess. Important. Shell 2. Lost ether shield. Of 2 different rotations followed by Glory of Boza. So the swords are the same. The staff is out. Bow is behind. And sword and shield is in the front. So that stays the same. We're gonna get forced march with temperature, so we're gonna have to be forced marched into the okay, let's see. So force marched into them, but we don't have a brand at that point. There's gonna be some little shittery, and then we're gonna get the ladder. Okay, I'll just pop the ladder picture. I think that's the one that I will struggle the most with. There we go. Gonna have to make this really tiny though, so I can still see the streamies. There we go. Okay. I think we are good. So, pattern 1 is when it's up. That's when it's 4, 5, 2, 3, 1.
All right, ready checks, please. This is just to see if you are prepared. This is just for explanations. You don't need to be prepared yet. It's just to see whether all the pieces
Send
and
it,
parts
Delphic,
are
it's right here.
so that I can start telling you about this fight.
I was just about to type you that this is a fairly easy run. There's 3
Yes,
difficult
you figured out
bosses.
that
The
this
first
might
one,
just
this
be
one, and the last one. Everything else is just
Oh,
stress mobs.
I mean, I guess cable is the easiest thing to fix.
And even
but
with these bosses, there's only a couple of difficult mechanics.
It's quite difficult to see if it's broken in any spot though.
no, that's also a
I'm
bit of a
using-
horrible
Ay,
sound
ay, ay.
quality.
Is it?
Okay, I'm ready for the ladder game.
Yeah, sorry. Normally you sound a bit clearer.
Maybe this time I will get through this fight with, I'm gonna say 2 deaths. I'm gonna die 2 times. Last time it was 3 times.
We have A and D.
Yeah, it's kind of the same for me. Like when I did this the first time, I was shaking and I was terrified, and I started like 2 days. And then once you do the run, you kind of notice there's only a few difficult mechanics. Like this, honestly, this boss is the most annoying one. I hate this one. Even the last boss isn't that bad.
And F is
It's
now
just super
open.
chess with the last one.
So,
But this is also
just
bad.
like in normal mode, this fight is all about hot and cold and temperature. She just has a few fancier ways of
Okay.
applying it to you, but in general, whenever you have a temperature, you want to get it to neutral, otherwise you will die. At the start of this fight, you will start out with the tank buster, so all the tanks can just start in front
This
of the boss.
Facebook lady
and
is my nemesis.
From then on out, we will also always have all tanks move to the front of the boss whenever there's a tank buster, because it is shared, and it's easiest to handle this way. Then, for
Hopefully
the
by
rank
the
wise
time when
fight,
I get
they
to my
hurt
10th
quite a
run,
bit. So
I
for this,
make it
at
alive
least one
through
tank
this
in each
one.
party should have lost ether shield. You are allowed to not use lost ether shield if you have the approval of both your healers and your party lead. However,
I would
if that
like
is
a
not the
shield.
case, at least one tank needs to use lost ether shield for every raid wipe. It makes your entire
Good.
party take less damage, basically, which will help everyone stay alive. But once we've taken care of that, there's also just going to be some basic dodges at the start of Trinity Avowed. This will indicate the order in which she does her mechanics, because it's going to be
I'm gonna
random.
pop that
For explanations,
already.
I am just going to be
Just so I don't have to do it mid-fight.
explaining in one way, but be aware that this can happen in different order during the fight. So, first of all, she can do Staff. During Staff phase, she will drop 1 meteor in each corner of the arena, and each meteor will have a different temperature. You, yourself, will also be assigned a temperature. Oh, right. I forgot to sort out Shell, because normally it just works itself out. Parties C or F should have someone with shell. If you don't have it, just let us know so we know not to wait for it. But in general, if you have it, you can just give out shell during explanations.
I need a shell. Give me a shell. Am I counting? What do you mean counting?
Alright.
How many times I've died?
Alright. Okay, so someone has it active, but it's just currently AFK. That is a good sign. Alright, yeah, we have them.
If you want shell, go.
Yes.
Stand on B.
Alright, you can stand on B. Just be wherever, and then once you got it, move away from there.
Oh, the ums? Forgot. Wait, I got it first.
Yeah, sorry, I lost my train of thought. But anyway, star phase. You get a temperature, there's gonna be 4 meteors, each has a different temperature, and then you get a forced march. You want to use your forced march to take you to the meteor you need to get hit by. The meteors overlap, so make sure that your forced march is taking you directly to the center of the meteor you want to be at. And also, this snapshots somewhat weirdly, so if you have to drop a GCD to make sure you're facing the right way, please do so. After star phase, we have bow phase. For bow phase, it will start out with a tank buster, and then you will once again have a forced march. You will use this forced march to take you to either D on the western side or B, which is currently kidnapped, on the eastern side, because there's going to be a big firewall that basically crashes down onto the field and spawns the ladder game. Once the ladder game has spawned, this is when you will get your temperature. And just like a normal march, she will shoot 4 arrows, and they will move through the ladder game, and you need to follow the arrow. It will take every turn you can, and make sure you're standing in the right spot. The right path will not light up for you, so you need to trace yourself that it takes every turn that it can. And then you just need to wait at the bottom.
Is that fourth one?
And hopefully it's going to even out your temperature. After we've done that, there's only the sword phase left. For sword phase, she will become untargetable, and she will make 3 copies of herself, who each cleave about half the arena.
I say all the time as well, honestly.
And they will always
especially
be
if I'm
arranged in
talking
such a pattern
mid-fight. I
that
just
there's gonna be
freeze and
one
start
square
with it
inside the
like,
whole arena that is not cleaved by any of them.
that's just
This
a
square
default.
is going to be 1, 2, 3, or 4. And then, from this one square that is safe, you can also work out where to go. Because each cardinal direction
I'm so proud of
this
myself.
safe square, so if we say
It's not even
4
5
is the
PM
safe
for me,
square,
and I'm
then
on
the
my
D,
5th
1,
cup of water.
3, and the 1 in front of 4. These would be the spots that are only cleaved by 1 clone, where you can go to even out your temperature.
I'm a whole new
You need to
person.
figure out which side of 4 is being cleaved by the temperature you
I
need
know, who am
to
I?
get hit by, and then you move there.
2 cups
After
of,
the clones
only
cleave
2
once, they will
cups of
readjust, and
coffee
they will cleave once again with a new safe
and
spot.
5 cups of water.
So if you miss it on the first one, you can still
So I didn't sleep
fix it
till
on the
like
second one,
noon.
but after that there's no more
So,
chances.
that hasn't
and
changed.
They won't cleave anymore, and you need to have evened out your temperature. After we've seen each of these mechanics once, she will enter her second rotation. What does this mean? Basically, during the second rotation,
There's still
you will
actually
not only
slight
get your temperature,
like
but also a brand.
residue left
A
of my
brand is basically an additional modification to your temperature that you need to take into account when resolving your temperature. You could have a temperature of 1 hot and a brand of 1 cold, for example. Taking these together would mean that you need 1 more hot to reach an even temperature. It's a lot to take in, so really make sure that you check your temperature and your brand during the fight, and make sure that you consider it when resolving the mechanic. The mechanics are also going to change slightly. For star phase, you will get your temperature, your brand, and you will no longer
After this run, I'm
get
gonna
your forced
go
march.
run with
Instead, there
Ahti,
will be
and
clones of
that'll probably bring the
her
headache
shooting
back
line
in.
AoEs across the arena.
Because for whatever
They will
reason,
do this
whenever
in
I'm
such a
walking
pattern
that dog,
only
I
one
get a
square inside
headache.
each meteor is safe, so you
It's
need
really
the
making
meteor
my
you need
heart
to get hit
work.
by, and make sure that the square
Like,
you're
my
standing on is not
pulse
cleaved
is
by
probably
any
at
of the line
200 every
AoEs.
single time I try to
Then
keep up with the dog.
when we see bow for the second time, we will also once again start out with these line AoEs. They will cleave across the arena, and right after, the ladder game will spawn. So here you need to make sure that you dodge the line AoEs first, and then you sprint towards the safe side of the arena, once again either D or B. During the ladder game, you will get a temperature, a brand, and a forced march this time. So you need to make sure that your forced march moves you to the square that you need to stand in to be hit by the correct temperature. The forced march will always move you exactly 2 squares. This is a lot happening in a short time, so make sure that you're really checking it out. Feel free to drop uptime here and just focus on resolving the mechanic, because this is the biggest killer in this fight and probably the hardest mechanic in it as well. So as a reminder, you get your temperature, your brand, you figure out what you need to get hit by, you get your force march that moves you 2 squares into the direction it's pointing into, and then you can check where the arrow is arriving, and you need to get to that square where it's arriving by using your forced march. Lastly, the second time that we see the sword phase, she is not really going to change anything. She is still going to have one safe spot and cleave twice, but this time it is possible that you will need to get hit by a sword in the first phase and in the first cleave and in the second cleave to completely even out your temperature, so make sure that you're ready right away here. Alright, that's everything, I hope. We will do
Yes,
and
I'm ready. I didn't listen to anything. As usual. I try to listen, but I retain no information from these explanations. I'll just wing it. I studied the fight so much for my first run. You're ready to die. Have fun. This is just a fun one. Awful, but fun. At this point.
Alright.
I feel like because I study for the first run so much that I just live with that information throughout all the other runs.
Myself, because following me is not a good idea here, since you'll probably have a different temperature.
Okay. 30 seconds is too long. 30 seconds really is too long. Let's go. Why do we get Peloton?
Next up is the right side. And now we do some basic objects. We go to the front, we get front of the box, stand on the square.
And sword.
And now we can already go behind. And range, we can also already go away from it.
Is it a bow? Yeah, it's a bow. And then it's out. So sword,
And next up,
behind and out.
So range is going to stay away. Melee away now. It's away. We start out with the star phase. This also means that we shouldn't race here, but at the start. Check the temperature.
Need
Check your force march.
sword, 2 ice. So I need
Check the middle.
2 fire.
And now make sure to use your force march and go finish your unit. Arises on floor 1 with especially if you are weak. If your healer is dead, just keep pressing Q4 to keep your heart alive.
Okay.
Alright, we are in front, so make sure to keep you on the tank, check up nicely in front.
It's a sword, so front. Where's my mouse?
Alright, check the temperature. Both of them go automatically to
I need one ice. So safe spot. So I need one ice.
3 is going to kill you. Next safe spot is 4. 2 is going to kill you. And back to the box. We will get a great way. Next one behind her.
And it's gonna be a bow.
Behind her.
Who's where we?
Behind her.
Yep, it's a bow.
And next up is the tank buster. So tanks can move to the front. You can check your force march already.
It's gonna be right.
You want to use this force march, which is the D or I will call it out.
D or
Force march to yellow. Check the temperature.
I need 2 ice. Where's my picture?
Alright.
I need 2
Check
ice.
where the arrows spawn and make sure you get hit by the correct one.
So I need ah! I was so slow with that one always. Like I'm so slow with that one always. I hate that.
Doesn't mean right way, because you mitigate.
Like I'm just looking at the picture, I'm like, I have no clue what's happening.
Next up is going to be star phase. This time with the temperature and brand. Get away from the boss. Away from the boss. And we go back in. Yep, stop avoiding for now, otherwise the person will die again. Check your temperature. Check your force mark. Check your temperature and check your
So I
brand.
need
So
2
we want
ice.
your force mark.
I need 2 ice.
The second middle. Work out which people you need to get hit by, taking the brand and temperature into account. And stand in the square that is lowest. If you found the right one, you can go.
Oh, brother. I'm dead.
Turn the right one again. You mitigate.
No, I'm good. For whatever reason. I don't know why.
We will not be holding for a week, so just very sharp. Yes, it is. Move in front, but that's where we already are. We might be able to finish it off before this goes out, because we now get our temperature, and then we get our brand. Check the temperature, and temperature. Perfect. Alright.
That was so easy.
You have a lot of rice left in your holster. Pick a dead body and start a
Oh, yeah, I didn't notice the ads. That was so easy today. Why did it feel so easy today? I think we... Did we skip the annoying mechanic? We skipped the annoying... Wait, what? Wait.
I think that's everything.
We
Yes.
We skipped the...
alright. If you want to, you can move to the back, where you will activate a mini trap, and then we need this to move on. So if you want to see what's going on, move towards the back.
Wait.
Alright. Once go around a right.
Yeah, I died once as well.
Yeah, just keep going towards the back. You will see people there, I hope. And if not, there's gonna be one pink trap that like It looks like people say it looks like bacon. I think it looks like a small person. And once Goron has arrived there, you can walk into it. And when you're Mini, you just want to run towards the front because you can open up the door.
Yay! Let's go. I think because we got lucky with the order of the mechanics, so we didn't get the most difficult mechanic of that fight. Like, we didn't get it. Oh, they're too late. Too late, buddy. Too late. Oh, I didn't get to try my luck. Ooh-hee-hee. So tight, have I been tiny?
There's traps. Yes, there's traps after this. Oops.
Itty tiny.
Traps. There's one more trap on the bridge. Careful. Careful. And they are all found. Perfect.
Oh.
All right. Welcome to
Forget this boss.
During this fight, it's gonna be all about the ad phase. There is going to be other stuff happening, but it is pretty easy and can generally be caught. I will just put them in DRS chat. Yes. So, basically at the start of this fight, we will just get a tank buster, then we will get a knockback, and then we will get cone-shaped AoEs. And at some point when we reach the HP threshold, we will phase into ad phase. During ad phase, there's going to be 4 small minotaurs spawning.
Ah, he has been silenced.
These will inflict doom with every auto attack, which means they need to be kited. They will also speed up if they get too close to one another, so we want to have them evenly spaced out around the arena, and we will all kite them clockwise. In addition to having to kite these minotaurs, there's also going to be restrictions on the arena. We will only be able to move in 2 circles. There's going to be 1 circle around the boss, which you can already see by looking at the brighter tiles or by checking out the images in the DRS chat. And then 1 bigger circle, which is just the outer circle. On the inner
Why are
circle,
you being a menace?
we only want to have healers and casters if they know what they are doing. And on the outer circle, we will have the rest of the DPS
I
and tanks.
kindly suggest
As
anything
for which
related to
tank
Belgium
tanks which
Malinois,
monitor, this is going
don't
to be
get that
assigned
type of
on a
dog.
party basis.
Just
Let me
don't
check the
do
sheet.
it. You think you want a cool police dog, but no, you don't want one.
Right, I stole tanks
No.
from this party. Anyway,
Nobody needs one. Nobody needs a working dog.
we will have Mamiya be number 1. Yes, number 2 will be sorted. Ari or Osaka will take Minotaur number 3, and number 4 will be on Minerva. Let me just think about how to do this best. Alright.
I can't wait for him to be old and lazy. He's not even 2. He's what? 1.5 years old at this point. Ay.
Alright, so, for the tanks, please mark yourselves with your numbers. I myself will be covering Minotaur number 2, since I used to be party B, and now I no longer am. So we have 1, 2, 3, missing 4. Just mark yourself with 4. Ah, there's Minerva.
This run is
And
so
of course, the
smooth.
number you have over your head corresponds to
I feel like we don't
where
have
you
that many
start
deaths.
kiting your Minotaur. We will have all of our DPS start on number 3, and that is going to be the Minotaur that we will
I
focus
think last
on
time we had a
first.
lot more people die.
Since we want them to die as soon as possible, because the less Minotaurs we have to deal with, the less
Time to
dangerous
wipe.
this is. In addition to having to kite these Minotaurs and to DPS them down, there's going to be additional mechanics, of course. First of all, there is going to be traps. At the start of the phase, the boss will
Clean
cast
is
a
your
trap.
second name.
And
Truly is, honestly.
during this period, he will place traps on the outer ring, anywhere that isn't a cardinal. So, when the entrapment cast ends, you want to be on a cardinal on the outer ring, because otherwise you may be in a trap. The inner ring is
My
completely
mood
safe.
is I'm clean
After
until I
the
see your
trapping cast
squirrel.
has gone off, we will have our trapper tanks, who are basically assigned to minus reapers. These are the tanks in parties E and F, and what they will have to do is use their invuln, and then, once the traps have been placed, just sprint from one marker to the next. To make sure we have everything covered, yes. I'm just gonna tell you where to go. AG? Or AG? Yes. You're gonna be from 1 to 2.
Like the
Vanilla
last
is
few
gonna be
alliances
from 2 to 3.
alliance raids that I've had
Hero is
recently.
gonna
It's
be
just
from 3
like
to 4, and Filianora is
I just
gonna be
freeze
from
watching
4
the
to 1.
entire
Can I
party
please
get
have
wiped
confirmations that you
one
trapper
shot.
tanks know where you are trapping?
Then I just started laughing so hard that I forgot to do the mechanics and die myself as well.
Perfect. Alright. For everyone else, really just be careful that you are at a cardinal, because otherwise you are playing with your own life and you may be in a trap
What do
at
you
any
mean?
moment.
I don't know.
For healers in the trapper tanks,
I don't know. Maybe you
make sure
causing
that
wipes
especially if they
left
are
or
a Dark
right.
Knight, you can give them the benediction, and if there's a poison trap, you also want to Esuna your tank. So make sure that you're somewhat close by and can help them out if they need it.
I mean, it's not like you don't have the
then
right.
The
Double
next thing
legend
that everyone needs to do is debuffs.
and a mentor with the
debuffs
mentor
going out,
mount.
And
You
the
can
boss
do
will
what the
resolve
heck ever you
shortly
want in the game.
afterwards.
Nobody
They
can
look
say a
really
thing.
similar, but there's one, which is Sacrifice's Fate, that looks like the boss sucking the noodles, which will pull you in. And another one that looks like a stick figure being pushed back, which will push you away from the boss. As you can already see, either on the arena floor or on DRS chat, there are thicker and thinner parts of the ring.
Okay, you
We
caused
call the
one of
thicker
the
parts
wipes.
alcoves,
Also,
and you
there's
need
only
to be
been one
inside
wipe
an alcove
that was
to be
caused
able
by
to
you.
resolve this properly. If you are anywhere on the thin parts of the ring,
Okay.
both the pull and the push will kill you. So what you need to do is you need to figure out if you have to push or pull debuff, and then move to the close side of the alcove if you have the push debuff, and to the far side if you have the pull debuff, and in doing so you will survive the push or pull mechanic. There's also going to be other things, basically just small circles on the ground that you need to dodge, and another mechanic where there's a lightning ring where you need to be in any alcove, just on any side, to survive. And that's it. For our healers, you are going to be on the inner ring, and first of all, keep your trapper tanks alive.
I
And second of
suppressed
all,
that
there's going
memory.
to be fire orbs, which need to be reflected, just like at Queen's
What?
Guard. You just
Provoking
press
the
right
wrong
button
enemy?
And you stand close to it. And then there's earth orbs, where you just need to dispel them and then hit them once. And that's all there is to this fight for you. When you have downtime, of course, also DPS the Minotaurs.
Honestly, that was
Sorry for the
hilarious.
somewhat messy explanation, but if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Otherwise, we'll get ready.
Okay, I could close the hot and cold mechanic window now. Okay. This one's an easy one as well. It's just the knockback or
Alright, missing B and D. No, missing B.
your paintings before the pull. Thank you, I appreciate it. Wipe the party so I can
Perfect.
I
and
can,
whenever you can keep doing countdown.
do my
and you can also be
pre-toss
doing this, since
again.
4 and 1 are quite close.
Have we gotten a single LB3 in any of the bosses yet?
Yes, if you want to, you can hold your burst for the ad phase to burst down the first Minotaur really quickly, but this isn't necessary, so just do whatever you feel like.
Do whatever you feel like.
and time. Just do the mechanics. That much I do require.
So, what do I feel like doing? Do I want to go in the outside ring or the inside ring? I think I'm gonna go outside ring. I'm feeling lazy. I don't want to deal with the orbs.
And now dodge. Okay, we skip them. Tanks get to your places. Trapper tanks go away from the trap. Everyone else go south. Alright, this is the trap spawning. Trapper tanks go. You will now get to the left side.
I'm gonna be knocked back, so I have to be
And
here.
the drop is in the doorway. Go to any echo. It's fine.
I was a bit slow on that one.
Dodge these. We are done. There are no things left, so alright, it's gonna be a raid line. If the range is gonna be too far, there's gonna be a mechanic scene where you have to far away from the boss. Max casting range is safe. But it's alright, drop these away. Just drop these away from people, they will stop following you and then move out of range. Away from the boss, really far away, max casting range is safe, any closer is not safe. And back to the middle. Everyone wants to stack up middle. We will get more of those lightning things, drop lightning away. Everyone else stack middle. We have faith in the proximity. Lightning away. Move around to find out if you have lightning. Otherwise, stack middle. Alright, move away from the proximity. Get away from the proximity. And dodge the guns. Dodging.
And the boss has been melted.
But we skipped it. Alright, I think everyone is alive. Make sure to pick up your box. And we move on to Queen.
Back to your day, old man. Whee! Here we go again. Another one of my...
Our newbies finish watching the cutscene. And then there's a B at the back of the stairs. If you are out of re-raises... wait, let me
I think
you can stand on the B.
next run
We will have people to apply new re-raises to you by using the lost re-raise.
I can drop the races. I can drop the ether. Like I can just start piling damage. Maybe because I have too many re-racers.
Shell on the east wall. Yep, if you want to get shell, line up at the east wall. If you are also in need of a re-raiser, feel free to stand on the E first and only move to the east wall afterwards. We will do these things in order. Also, we will have Minerva solo tank with us. Kyoko, if you could be a backup just in case, that would be appreciated. There's another, so I can definitely go return. Fletcher, you can mark yourself with plus if you want. Alright. With all that, we can start the explanations. So, she's going to be tank facing the group because she doesn't have any cleaves. And this makes it easier to hit everyone with debuffs and mitigations. Just like in the bout, we will be using Ether Shield on every raid fight because they really do hurt. We start the fight with a raid fight as usual, and then we go into Easy Chess. Easy Chess is somewhat acceptable name. It is somewhat hard to call out, mostly because the safe spots just don't have an easy way to communicate them. So, if
I'm
calls
ready
are
to play
messy
chess.
here, you can be wherever the circle or the plus are jumping. The triangle is probably also going to be safe. So make sure to pick your marker and just follow them and stand exactly where they are at, and that's hopefully going to be safe.
Need to
Chat
track the
might be the best pick
light
because she's
curtains.
ranged, and otherwise the other markers might read for melee uptime. In general, what happens during Easy Chess is that half the arena will be covered by explosions, so we can't go there, and then there will be two chess pieces moving into the arena from the sides and exploding with plus shade AoE. This means half the arena, in addition to 2 columns and 2 lines, are unsafe.
I think I'm good with the 30-minute crew buff.
And the rest of the arena to stay
I
safe.
don't need to make it longer.
After that, there's going to be 2 more chess pieces, which will make 2 columns unsafe, and we just need to be awake and dodge that one too. It is possible that it's hard to get melee uptime here, so just drop it if it is necessary. After that, we will get a tank buster, as well as a raid riot.
I
We will
really
not
need
be
to get my
spamming during
medal
these
to
tank
max,
busters,
all of
just
them.
everyone else's information,
I need to
unless
work on
there's
that.
a call for it. After that, we have Super Chess. Super Chess is going to be the main mechanic for most of you here. I'm going to be explaining the late night reverse path method, and if you are familiar with other methods or you just want to resolve it yourself, feel free to do so, but this is the one that we will be calling out and that I'm going to be explaining. So, during Super Chess, we will have one safe spot that we want to be on at the end of the mechanic. This is going to be either 1 or 4. And this is also going to be where we start out using the reverse path method. You will be on either 4 or 1, wherever the safe spot is, and then you can check your debuffs. You're going to have one debuff with a short and one with a long timer. Both debuffs are telling you a certain amount of steps to take. You want to take the steps that are required of you by your long timer debuff first. You want to end this movement in either A or D column. I will be calling out which of those it is. After you've taken the steps required by your long timer debuff and ended up in the safe column, either A or D, you need to check your short timer debuff. You want to take the amount of steps this one requires you to take, and this time you want to end up in a safe line. Safe lines are 1, 2, middle, 3 or 4, and for these I will be calling out 3. There's going to be 3 separate safe lines, and you can just pick whichever one is convenient. It doesn't matter which one you take, just as long as you are in one of the ones that I called out. Here it also doesn't matter anymore which column you are in. Your column only matters for the first part of you doing this. So, after you've moved the steps required by your short timer debuff as well, you wait for them to start running out, and then you retrace your steps. First, you move the amount of steps required by your short timer debuff when it starts resolving, and then you just wait for everything to explode around you while you hopefully stay safe. And after that has happened, you take the second amount of steps you need to take, and you should end up back in the safe spot if you did everything correctly. If you didn't, well, you get another chance because Super Chess will happen once
I'm just
again
sad that we
later
didn't
in
get
fight,
the
but
actual
hopefully we can
difficult
make it
mechanic
through
of
first.
the hot and cold.
And that's how to do Super Chess. It can be a bit confusing, so don't worry if you don't quite get it or if you die to it. You will have more chances to practice. After we've done Super Chess, we will once again get a great light, and after that it's going to be time for the light curtain or lightning orb mechanic. Here, the queen will spawn lightning orbs all around the arena, and these will do a magic damage AoE that one-shots you if you're inside it. However,
There's
if
a
you use
teeny
light
tiny
curtain,
elephant.
you can of course reflect this damage, and you will be entirely safe for the entire mechanic. So, this is why everyone, including the DPS, should have 2 light curtains. When the mechanic starts, I will call out, use your light curtain. It is a GCD action, so be careful. You need to stop pressing your GCDs to be able to use it. And then you'll be safe and you don't need to care where you're standing. If you don't have a light curtain anymore for whatever reason, make sure that you look where these lightning orbs are and you just stay far away from them. I'm not going to call out where they are, but you need to look out for yourself and make sure you don't get hit. If we do reflect enough of one lightning orb, it will create a dome. You need to be inside one of these domes to be safe from the next great light. At the same time, the queen is going to give herself buffs. These buffs need to be dispelled. So for this, we will once again need our dispel
this
healers.
being
There's going to be 4 at
a bit
once, so just
restless
keep
again.
dispelling until all the buffs are gone. After we've taken care of that, we will get Queen's Guard mechanic repeats. She will basically once again make half the arena unsafe.
I'm
And then
definitely gonna
there's
have to
going
take
to
you
be
for a
wind
walk after
and
this one.
gravity puddles, where once
Where do
again,
we wanna
you
go?
need to be in
Are we
wind
gonna go
puddle if
to
you have a
the
debuff, or gravity
also
puddle if you
familiar
don't.
airport?
At the same time, you also
Probably.
have the
It's
circle
only
around
like,
yourself with one open spot. You need to point this open spot
5 minute, 10 minute
northwest
drive
between
away.
the yellow markers, where the gunner is
And
going
it's
to
pretty
appear.
empty always. There's
And
not that many
just like
people,
before, you will
except during
also
winter
have to
time
turn
because
towards
that's
the
where they
turret at
have
side
the
right after.
skiing.
So for the order
Route.
here, basically you will see if you have a debuff, then half the arena
cross-country
will be unsafe,
skiing
and we know
route.
which arena is safe.
So
In the
it's
safe
off
side of the
limits
arena,
for
you want to
people
move to
walking.
wind or gravity, depending on your debuff. And then when
People
you
who
stand
do
there
cross-country
correctly, you
skiing in
want to point your
Finland,
open
it's a
side
whole other
towards the
species of
gunner,
people.
and then
They're
towards the
so
turret. It's
min-maxy
quite a lot
and
happening at
angry
once, but
about
I'm
it.
sure
Like,
you will be
think
up
of the most toxic
After
Counter-Strike
that, we will
player,
get the tank buster,
and
then the queen
imagine
disappears
that
to
person
do
on
dashes.
skis
Just like a normal mode,
and
she
seeing
will clear
someone
slightly more than half the
walk
arena.
alongside the ski trail,
The first time she
possibly
flees, there will
ruining
also
or
be a knockback,
denting
so we need to get knocked back to a safe spot. to be
denting
safe both from her
the
queen
actual
and from a
trail
small
because
explosion.
it's made by a
The next
machine
time
on top of the
we
snow.
There's going to be real and fake AoEs. where we
The
really just
amount
need
of
to
hatred, like
on the
those
safe
are the
side and
funniest
inside of fake
chats
AoE.
to
The safe
see,
spots
like
are
on
gonna be quite
Facebook
small,
or
so
somewhere
make
where
sure
old
that
people
you stand
go
exactly
to talk about
on
their
the markers
problems.
or exactly where other people are standing.
The
and
amount of people
And Marcus
complaining
being
about
Marcus.
dog walkers or
Arena
people
markers.
walking in general on the trail is crazy.
After we've taken care of that, we have time for one raid fight, and then she goes into Super Chess once again. After that Super Chess, we will get another tank.
I've been
buster,
yelled
and
by
then we basically
skiers
just
so
wanna stack
often.
up on
Just
one
by
spot
walking
to
like
get
next to the
soldier,
trail.
which will
Like, I'm not
make
even
3 sides
walking
of the
on
arena
it.
entirely unsafe,
Come
and then
on.
on the safe side, we need to be far or close to him. Which
I'm
is
not
just
here
like
to
Queen's
ruin
Guard
your
once again.
slide.
And that's everything. That was quite a lot.
Because
to take in.
apparently like, the
he's
friction
still
of the
alive after all those
skis
explanations.
suffer, so
Let's
it's
do
more
Vengeance.
difficult. The slide
If you
isn't
have any
as good
questions, feel
if
free.
there's a lot of dents in the snow. I don't know, some weird shit like that. It's just, they're so angry when anyone walks. Like they're probably, yep. Just like, ski better. I'm doing them a favor because they have to work more to go forward. They have to use their muscles more to go forward. Okay, Ahti might be a mechanic for me again. He's chasing his tail.
Oh,
Dude,
thank
you're chewing your tail off.
you. Missing.
Ahti. Ahti. Oh no. Oh no. Ahti. Stop being a mechanic for me. Give me like 15 minutes to kill this boss and then we go for a walk.
Alright, everyone is ready to start.
He's throwing a temper tantrum on the couch. Ati? Ati? Not now. No. Oh god. Okay, well, this is gonna be fun. Okay. Let's see if I can actually do this with a 50 kilogram dog barking next to me. Oh, I keep forgetting to use that one.
Next up is easy check. Alright, we're going towards B. Be on either side of B. On A column is the safest. Be far away from the boss because... Oh, fuck.
No.
I forgot to consider one thing, I'm sorry. And be in the middle. Be in the middle column. Be in the middle column. Sorry, that's my bad. Don't be attacked instead.
Ati? Ati. Oh no. Well,
And next up is super check.
okay, now I got it. I'm so sorry, Beth.
Alright. Our safe spot is on 4. Safe column is A. Safe lines are 1, 2, and 3.
Okay. Okay, now I have to calm down.
Alright, healers. If you have anyone who is still using Templar, which is nice, swap. And otherwise anyone that's free loss. You're getting away back. And you can already find your light curtains. We will need them soon. Make sure you know where your light curtain is and get ready to use it.
I'm like literally out of MP.
Alright, use the light curtain. Use the light curtain. We are working on the one that has go to any of the domes, make sure you're inside the domes, do not see the spell, perfect. Next up is going to be the Queen's Guard mechanics. You can already see the gunner. He is between the yellow markers here where I'm jumping. This is where you later need to point your open sight. You don't need to move there, but also need to point your open sight. Alright, check if you have a debuff.
I have a debuff,
We're
yes.
going towards the north. Go to wind if you have a debuff, gravity if you don't. Point your open sight to the gunner.
Oh well, I'm dead.
Point your open sight to the turret.
Again. Oh, I hate that mechanic
And
with
get
keyboard.
ready to-
I hate it when I don't have like a target to circle myself
What's
around.
happening? Make sure you invuln.
Like, it's
Hold
easy
your
when I
next
see the
burst.
orange,
Do not start
like,
your next burst.
I don't
The
know.
green will disappear soon to do the dashes. Hold.
I don't know how to do that with a keyboard quickly enough.
Alright, we get knocked towards D. We get knocked towards D, slightly offset. And with the safe spot, be anywhere in the D or 4 clones, and we'll be safe. Don't get together. Alright, time to burst. We're gonna get one rate wipe, and then we'll do again. Alright, next to the chest. Our safe spot is on 1. Safe column is A once again.
4, 6,
Safe lines are 2,
1,
middle,
2,
and 4.
3, 4, and then 1, 2. One, two. One. Yeah, let's go. Let's
If
go.
you don't think of that in your party, and if you are
Now I died to a stupid mechanic and not that one.
For now, everyone stack up on 2. Stack up on 2.
Imagine dying to everything else but not that one.
Alright, we will be far away from him on the 1 open space. We will be far away from him on the C-ish side.
There we go.
We're done. Perfect.
Easy. That was so smooth this time. Like, so smooth.
Congrats on all the new players. I don't think we have a single person on the ground, which is also nice. If you want a screenshot, we can move to the back, but feel free to finish watching your cutscene first.
More champions, by the way.
Oh, that's quite a few.
Oh, wow.
That could explain why the run was so smooth, despite me sometimes doing really silly things.
There's a lot of... There's...
Thanks everyone for the comfy run. Thanks for coming prepared. Thanks for helping out if you are here as a helper. And I hope you had fun.
I don't know where to go.
If you are someone who has just cleared, you can pick up the...
Yeah. She's right next to me.
So I didn't take care of that. Perfect.
That's really good for the first time. I don't remember how many times I died. I think I died like 4 or 5 times as well, my first run. This run I died... 1
Yeah, so Diani is
3
Snow White,
times?
so if you're a Lalafell,
or 4
maybe
times. I
consider
don't remember
Randall.
anymore. 3
We
times
need
at least.
7. We need
Where is
7.
she?
On the left.
Wait,
But I love her. Like, I love her. She's...
I was told there was
She's Finnish.
so I made sure
She's
to
Finnish.
not actually do
She's
that.
just... I don't know. I don't know. I need to wiggle my way into that person's friend group. Chechenyan. Organ.
There is some
for
sneak
the-
at all of us.
Yeah. For the person who asked how they can request the champ role, all you need to do is basically post a screenshot of the achievement with your character name visible, either in DRS chat or in general, and then...
Or just
So this
be
was my
aware of the rating.
3rd
Yeah,
clear
you
now,
can
so I
also
have
DM
7 more.
if you
7
wanna
runs
put it in
left.
public chat.
Ahti. We will
I
go.
figured if they ask me, they're not gonna be shy.
Mom got it clear. Now I can go exhaust you guys. Okay. 7 more runs left, and then I'm done with the Savage. I fully believe.
Alright. With that, I hope everyone has.
Actually, let's see. Out of curiosity, it gives me the exact same amount as the normal one.
All back to wherever you want.
6,000. 630,000.
Am I getting forced back to my life?
No, you can't stick around.
Okay.
As always, feel free to recommend us to your friends so they can also get their Cerberus. Feel free to come back to help out or just to improve your personal performance. If you have any questions on different actions you might be able to use, like Excellence or Blood Rage, feel free to ask in DR chat. Or, I mean, yeah, DR chat is probably the place. DRS chat.
Oy, oy, oy.
And yeah, feel free to come back. Thanks for the smooth run.
Thank you very much. That was amazing as always. Okay. What do I even get? Oh, well, I have so many of these. I have that one already. Let me actually clean up my. Okay, I think it's time for me to go take the doggo out before he Ati? Before he Ati. Before he goes cuckoo completely. A lot of lost sacrifices. But gambler. That's good actually. I think I'm running out of the tank ones. Before it breaks down stuff. Before I be evicted by my own parents. That's the thing. Before I'm evicted. Yeah, I need to sacrifice one by doing normal mode. Which I want to do today at some point. I want to run the normal one. I feel like tanking. But I really want to get my gear. I want to get a Bojan gear for myself. That's what I want to get. Dude. Okay, I need to. Because I'm starting to have a lot of these. Oh, wow. I need 10 of these. To, catch you later. Oh, we have raid today. Oh yeah, I need to study. I need 10 of these to augment. Get one secret. Okay, good to know. Okay, I'm gonna go run around with my doggo. Bye bye. See you guys later.